Hello, and welcome to another thrilling episode of Sins of a Solar Empire. I'm your host, Gamer Vince, and you're joining me here as I'm being threatened by the Viscorus Archon. Come into the shadows and face me for that 250 credit bounty on them. Yeah, so I'm sort of here on the victory march in green territory. Now I've completely ignored orange, and I feel like they should have some nasty surprises for me as I start engaging them. But yeah, green doesn't have pretty much anything left. They are tapped. They are tapped out. So we're just going to start wrecking their stuff. Let's see what we want to upgrade here. This is a Terran planet, of course, so it'll have lots of population. So I feel like, oh, speaking of having lots of population, there's something I've completely forgotten about in this game, which is specializations. I should have increased the specialization on my capital planet. I didn't. I should have, though. It'll decrease culture spread rate, and it'll actually decrease population a little bit, but trade income's going to go up, so population, I think the main point of population is taxes. So the fact that max population is going to go down a tiny smidge, but trade income is going to go up is actually still a net gain for me in terms of credit income, so that's fine. And ships are going to build faster, and since this is where my capital ship factory is and most of my good stuff, yeah, we're just going to an industry specialization all along the trade route. That's what we're going to do here. Yeah, no reason not to. Oceanic planet. I feel like that might actually be a bad idea, that some of these planets could probably use to have higher population and higher cultural spread rate, but I don't know, I just like money. I just like money. Yeah, they don't have, well, there's a flagship. Let's see if we can actually, are we attacking their flagship? Yeah, we are. Oh, we might actually destroy their flagship. Fantastic. Alright, where's my Khan battle cruiser? Yeah. I don't know why it's moving so slowly. It looks like, oh, it popped its invincibility? No, it did not. But it did pop, it must have popped its ability that just makes it immune to being disabled. So I can't slow it down right now. I cannot, my Khan battle cruiser, wherever you are. Wait, where is it? There it is. Cannot ion bolt it to try and slow it down. So we're not yet going to destroy it, but we did a lot of damage to it actually. So, oh, here's where they've got a bunch of weapons labs here and a media hub. Destroy the media hub first to make sure that we can take the planet. Actually, I'm pretty sure it can already take the planet. My culture is encroaching from the side here, so that's good. That is perfectly fine. All right, let's keep on trucking here with the industry specialization. Industry. We are an industrious people. Very, very industrious. I'm not actually sure how this is going to impact my income. Wow, my trade port income is now higher than my planet income. I very, very rarely see that. But with the TEC, I feel like that might actually be more common. Being used to playing the Visari, I guess it doesn't happen very often for the Visari that their trade income is so incredibly high that, you know, they that your trade income is just higher than your planetary income. As a Visari, that's just not going to happen very often. As the TEC, it probably happens all the time. I'm just not used to playing the TEC. Oh, I have a Novolith cannon. I can build a Novolith cannon. Where would I like to build it? Now I'm going to put it on this asteroid right here, because I feel like asteroids aren't that valuable. So the fact that it doesn't have any planetary, first of all, it's all the way back here. I feel like that is about as far away from the orange player as it can be. So that's nice. There's also only two entrances, one through You know, one through sort of like, it's just very difficult to get to no matter what. Now, the other Vasari, they could hit it with a Castora cannon if I thought the computer was capable of doing that. Something that makes me really sad is that the computer doesn't know how to use their super weapons properly. They just shoot them randomly. And with the Castora cannon, that is utterly useless. It doesn't do any permanent damage, it just disables defenses and causes the target planet to become a phase node for a little bit. Which is a fantastic ability when used strategically. But only when used strategically. Why is crystal always so cheap? That doesn't make sense to me. I feel like I keep buying up more and more crystal, so it should well be over 400, but apparently not. Apparently not. Oh wow, this is actually a pretty good crystal planet. Yeah, we're producing quite a bit of crystal, so that's good. That's all good. We are doing good. Yeah, we're just going to clean up here. Then we're going to move on to the next planet. And I think I'm actually going to try and destroy the flagship, because I rarely destroy the flagship. The computer's usually pretty good at evading pursuers. So I'd like to blow up their flagship this time around, if at all possible. We're going to leave this last trade port for the construction frigate to handle. We'll put another broadcast center. Research some logistics slots, get a trade port, and I guess once their trade port has been destroyed, actually it's pretty much going to get destroyed by my squadrons here. Once that's destroyed, we'll build an orbital refinery. Those three, I don't need more labs of any kind. This is also going to be too far away to really matter to have a frigate factory or a capital ship factory, so these three buildings are the only ones that are going to give me anything. To be perfectly honest, the broadcast center isn't going to do much for me either. Culture is going to get wiped out here relatively shortly, and then I'll just have a bunch of broadcast centers over here not doing a whole lot. Can that be upgraded a third time? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Why, yes, it can, Otherberry. Yes, it can. It's an Archer reference in case you care. Sometimes, you know, I like to make a couple of references, a couple of jokes, throw them at you guys. Not that they're particularly good jokes. But hey, I'm busy concentrating on a game here. It is very difficult. It is a skill that I have honed to be able to just blather on endlessly about all kinds of crap while I play a game. It is more difficult than it looks. But not much more difficult, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, I should probably get some more important life skills. But, I don't know. Being able to talk and play video games is more fun than actually learning life skills. Let's see what they have. Oh, they have a Titan factory, and they're building a Titan. Oh my gosh. I was not expecting this much resistance on the last leg of my journey here. Yeah, you know what? I'm almost certain now that the orange player and the green player were fighting each other because there's so much defenses down here. We're gonna do I want to fight their Titan? For you guys, I'll fight their Titan. Well, actually, I'm probably not gonna fight their Titan simply because it's gonna take a long time for that to finish. I don't know how long that's been building. We're going to destroy that starbase, though, for sure. Starbases are dangerous. This is not a very upgraded starbase, and it's already, you know, has a ton of damage. It doesn't have that much health, but it does a ton of damage. Average pulse gun damage of 164. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it down here as I hover over it. 164. 130%. What's going to hurt? Why are they whispering at me that this is going to hurt? Oh, they're attacking this planet. Yeah, and of course I don't have any defenses here because I didn't think I'd have to build them. So go ahead and do that. If you're building anything else right now, just ignore it. Build defenses first. Then worry about doing some of those other things. Yeah, those defenses, like, they only sent like 2 destructors, so it's not going to do much. Though the planet is at full health. I was going to say, like, I thought the planet's not at full population, but that's okay.
Research complete.
Ooh, they're being smart. They're going to try to destroy my construction frigate. You know what? That's okay. That's okay. How are you guys doing in the much more important fight? Oh, you guys are doing fantastic. Yeah, like I said, you know, we won't fight the Titan Foundry just yet. If they can build us a Titan, they can for us to destroy and consume all the delicious, delicious experience from, then I'm going to let you do that. Because I have a level 3 Titan right here. And as much as you guys cheat, I don't think that your newly constructed Titan is going to appear with levels on it. As much as these guys cheat, I don't think that that's going to happen. I mean, it is technically possible that they might have had a Titan for much longer, and that their Titan has actually been fighting the orange player, and that their Titan got destroyed, and now they're rebuilding it, in which case it would have levels, but I find that to be very hard to believe. I would not expect that. Let's make sure that we destroy this planet. Yeah, there's not much left here. Are these pirates following me? Because I feel like, weren't you guys somewhere over here? Nope, there's still a couple of pirates there. Yeah, they're getting attacked now. Yeah, they're retreating. As soon as I built those planetary defenses, they were like, nah, we're not going to do anything. That's not us. So that's good. That's fine. Build a couple of other defenses just for good measure. Just for good measure. Oh, looks like we we destroyed their Titan Foundry. My ships were just too close to it, and it didn't have that much health to begin with. But they did just show up with a level 6 cap ship. I don't know where they got a level 6 cap ship, but they have a level 6 cap ship. So I mean, I'll win this fight, but I'm pleasantly surprised. Let's say pleasantly surprised that they are mustering these forces. Ooh, sniper shot. Yeah, sniper shots are pretty devastating. Pretty devastating ability. How much damage does that do? This upgraded sniper shot. It's got a ridiculous range. You can see that circle around it right now. That's the sniper shot range. It's very large. And it deals, if user does not have overcharge. Oh yeah, I forgot that overcharge is its ultimate ability, which upgrades its other ability. So it'll do 1600 damage, which is a lot. But it'll do 3200 damage if it has overcharge, which is ridiculous. Just absolutely ridiculous. Alright, looks like we cleaned out this planet too, absolutely no problem. And they must have... Okay, I don't know why this green line here suddenly popped into existence. Basically telling me that they have a base here, but that's where it must be, because this Shattered Moon can't be colonized. So this must be their last colony. Oh, how's my Novolith cannon doing? Oh, it already shot. It already shot. So you know what? I am going to keep that on auto fire, and I'm just going to start, you know, destroying planets with it, because why not? And I'll build some, you know what? I'll build some more Novolith cannons too. We'll just have like constant barrages of Novolith cannon awfulness raining down on my opponents, and it's going to be awful for them and kind of funny for me. Yep, that's what we're going to do. That is what we're going to do. Can we build a Novolith cannon on this now that we've built... Oh, super weapon limit reached. I can only have 3. I'm still actually not entirely certain. Oh, Armistice. Really good ability. Okay, one thing at a time. One thing at a time, Vince. So, I'm still not entirely certain how many how the super weapon limit works. I think it's related to the number of colonies you have. That the more colonies you have, the more super weapons you can have as well. I think, because I've played in other games with human players who could only build one super weapon at the beginning of the game, and then as the game went on, they could build more. So I know it's sort of a dynamic thing. And it makes sense to be that, you know, the more planets you have, the more super weapons you can have. I mean, that makes sense to me. That is logical. That said, though, I don't actually know if that's the case. That it makes sense to me, but that doesn't mean that it's necessarily true. And now, my Akan battlecruiser just got an amazing ability called Armistice, which is can be absolutely devastating. What it does is, oh, you know what? You're abusing your ion bolt. Stop it. What Armistice does is that basically it disables all ships within range. They can't. They do a ceasefire, which means they can't be attacked, but they can't attack either. It is the ultimate in guerrilla warfare ability, because you basically fight until you're low on health, or if the fight's suddenly going south and you need a breather, Armistice, and they can't do anything to you for 60 seconds. That's a whole minute that you have to just get out of there and get to safe territory, and it's perfect for saving ships. And it can be used incredibly devastatingly if you for instance send your Akan battlecruiser into the midst of the enemy fleet and just hit Armistice. It's going to disable all of them. Now they can't take damage, but they can't attack either because they're under a ceasefire, which means that you can say take out priority targets like a starbase. Like you can go send the Akan battlecruiser into the enemy fleet, hit Armistice, then the rest of your fleet, which is not under the effect of Armistice, can go fight, say, you know, the starbase, or can attack their flagship, or bombard the planet and do all kinds of things. They have a whole minute to go wreak havoc. So it is an incredibly good ability. It is definitely one of the best. I always feel a little bit gypped with the Visari, because the Visari Evacuator is nowhere near as good as the TEC Akan battlecruiser. Worlds apart, in my opinion. The ultimate ability for the Visari Evacuator, that is their version of the colony ship, is their ultimate ability is like a planetary, like it sucks the resources off a planet, bombarding the planet essentially, and giving you resources, which isn't bad, but usually by the time you get it, being a level 6 upgrade, you have other ways to bombard planets, and the small amount of resources you get from it aren't good enough that it really matters. So, oh, looks like they're getting attacked by the pirates. Sucks to be you guys. Yes, I think it's time to eliminate these guys. Let's destroy... do I care to destroy the starbase? No. We're going to destroy the planet. That's what we're going to do. With the help of our pirate friends here, we're in pretty good shape. I'd like to still destroy that flagship, but I think it's going to make a run for it again as soon as it takes any significant damage, as it should. That is the correct thing to do. Flagships are very difficult to pin down. Alright, let's give it a try. It doesn't actually have anywhere to really run. This is, I think, the last green planet. So, since it doesn't have anywhere to run, it might go into neutral space. I think that would be the correct thing for it to do, but who knows, it might not. Yeah, it looks like it's staying put. It is staying put. Let's destroy it. Some of my pirate buddies here are already attacking it. We're going to go attack it some more. Oof. We're going to take a lot of damage, though, from the starbase and this little fleet here. Now, the pirates are bombarding the planet. They're doing all kinds of nasty things to the planet. Ooh, I'm getting a little bit of lag here. I'm not sure why I'm getting a little bit of lag. I have the strange feeling that there's like a Windows update or something like that wants to get my attention in the background. That's usually what it is. It's like, hey, I feel like you're doing something important. Let me just, irk you. I can Alt-Tab out without interrupting my game here. No, I don't see anything in the background. I think my computer's just, oh, game froze. Well, it's not frozen, it just pauses when I'm off screen. Okay, it's good to know. I didn't even know it did that. Oh, did I just destroy their flagship? Well, they're still alive. Oh, it must have jumped away. Oh, never mind. They've been defeated. Yeah, I did destroy their flagship. Their flagship has been destroyed. They are now defeated. To be perfectly honest, pirates, you can have this planet. I don't even want it. This is not a planet that I really need. Oh, it's an asteroid. You know what? I'm almost certain that somebody's got to own this planet. There's no way they would just leave an asteroid out here. So let's begin an assault on Orange. Green actually put up, you know, a decent fight. They had a couple of Starbases and things like that. They were constructing a Titan. I blew it up before they got anywhere with it, but they were building it, so, you know, kudos to them. All right, time. It is time to start building. I want a bunch more cap ships, and this time I want a variety. I want a Dunov battle cruiser and a Marza dreadnought and the Korsov battle cruiser and insufficient fleet capacity. Does that really not give me enough? I guess we'll keep going. And I want a Sova carrier and another Khan battle cruiser and a coal battleship. And you know what? We could use more squadrons. So another Sova carrier and another coal battleship. And this will be a whole nother fleet that's going to slowly assemble here. Yeah. That is going to be a frightening fleet as soon as it's done. And, of course, we got to supplement that fleet with Hoshiko robotics cruisers. Just as many. Shift click? Yeah, that actually works on ships. Okay. All right. So, a ridiculous fleet coming up. Ridiculous fleet coming right up. And that fleet's going to come in. We're going to do like a pincer movement, which, to be perfectly honest, it's usually a bad idea in a game to split your fleet. It's usually best to keep them together. But against a human opponent, I can feel like splitting your fleet can be a really good idea if you can use it strategically. A computer, on the other hand, they can multitask like no one's business. Does nobody own this asteroid? That's very interesting. I'm really surprised that nobody owns this asteroid. Yeah, I'm almost now 100% certain. The only reason why this game went so well for me is because these guys were fighting each other. Green and orange were just fighting each other. Which makes sense. They orange and green had to pick a direction to go in, and once I was up here, like, I feel like they probably try to spread out equally. If you count the number of jumps to these planets, it's like from their capital, 1, 2, 3, it's 4 jumps to get there. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4 to get here. So they're about equidistant. And if they're fighting over this ice planet, yeah, there's no reason for them to have chosen to fight me over them. Now, they didn't know that I was doing incredibly well, and that they should have picked a fight with me just to slow me down. But yeah, there's no way they could have known that. All right, we're gonna jump to this space junk, and we're gonna. It is junk. It's not a yunk. It is just junk. It is a pile of rubble. It is not a Chinese ship? Question mark? Because they call it a yunk, right? That's a thing. Did I just make that up? I'm not sure. But in any case, this is the way we're going. And the first planet we're going to hit is Rodari. And we're just going to hit this planet, then the greenhouse planet, Daedalus, and then Xenophon. And I feel like since now green has been eliminated, I feel like these guys are going to surrender relatively quickly. Now, I don't know what kind of resistance we're going to be facing. They've attacked me a couple of times, but they were kind of pathetic attempts. They did not come with a lot of ships. Their fleet was kind of pathetic. It didn't really matter. Oh, and look, here's one of my Novolith warheads. Just about to bombard. It's going to bombard some planet. Is that going to bombard their capital? I think it might. I'm not sure. It's going to disappear in one of these planets. Yeah, it's their capital. I'm really proud of myself that I was able to see the trajectory and be like, yeah, that's going to hit their capital. Wasn't 100% sure, but yeah, good guess. Good guess on my part. So yeah, to be perfectly honest, attacking their capital, like sort of, oh, here come a bunch more. All right. I was going to say, like, it's not going to by itself destroy their capital. Not even close. I think you actually need 3 warheads in order to destroy the capital completely. It'll just have too much health. Well, here's another shot. That shot's not going. That shot's going to Rodari. So if I had actually coordinated and shot at all at their capital, they probably would have lost their capital. And I think it would have actually told me if they'd lost their capital. It would have been like, an enemy has lost their capital, or something like that. It would have actually told me if I'd been successful. But I'm not going to bother micromanaging my Novolith cannons. I'm just going to have them auto-fire on whatever they kind of want. Because that's annoying enough. That is annoying enough. It doesn't need to be necessarily strategic use with the Novolith warheads. The Novolith warheads are they just bombard the planet, dealing lots and lots of damage to the planet. It's a pretty devastating weapon. By the way, if you are struggling against Novolith warheads, there is actually a very easy way to counter them, which is Starbases. All races have access to a Starbase upgrade, which prevents you from losing a planet. What's it called? Yeah, auxiliary government is the one for the TEC. It prevents you from losing the planet if the starbase is still alive. Which the Novolith warhead, it'll destroy your population, which is going to impact your income, which is annoying. But you won't lose the planet, so you won't lose the functionality of it. So it'll just annoy you instead of being devastating. So that's how to counter it. Starbases with the right upgrade. Alright, let's see what they've got for me here. Oh, they do have a Titan Foundry, and I don't see a Titan being constructed in the Titan Foundry, which probably means that their Titan is already finished building. So they do have a Titan. Very well done. Well done, Orange. So we'll get to fight a Titan, and God knows what level it is. If it's like level 10... This is going to take a while for me to destroy. Though my own Titan is leveling up quite nicely. Let's upgrade. Let's see, explosive shot. If the user does not have overcharge. Oh, it decreases armor. Yeah, scatter shot's pretty dang good. Yeah, we'll keep doing this. We'll keep doing these 4. The reason why I'm doing that is that, one, I don't really want to upgrade antimatter. I feel like, damage and hull points are just worth more. They're just... I like to wield my Titan like a hammer and just crash it through the enemy. So I want it to have lots of health and lots of damage. I wanted to have that. So the antimatter upgrade I rarely go for. And because I don't go for the antimatter upgrade, my Titan has somewhat limited antimatter. So I wanted to... having 2 abilities that take antimatter is enough. If I add a 3rd one in there, all that's really going to do is, instead of you having like 2 really upgraded abilities that the Titan is using, it's going to instead be using 3 sort of under par ones. But because the antimatter is the limiting factor, that doesn't help. If I use them strategically, if those abilities, like if I turn them off of autocast and basically said, like, all right, I'm going to use them very strategically. I'm going to only use them once in a while when they're at their best position. If that was the case, having 3 abilities might actually be worth it, because different abilities for different situations. But because I'm not doing that, there's really no point. I'm just lots of damage from my Ragnarok Titan. That's all we're going for. Wait, what was that? I feel like one of my advisors was just trying to get my attention. Don't really know. Don't really care. I should research more things. This looks like an upgrade. Refined emitters. Sure, that sounds good. We'll do that. We don't really need Fallout or anything like that. Plating is good. Antimatter is good, and then we're pretty much done with that stuff there. Might as well do auxiliary governments, because why not? Civilian research. Sure, why not? Pervasive economy. Industrial juggernaut. I could have probably used that before I started queuing that huge amount of capital ships. Speaking of which, we are going to just buy these guys a bunch of levels. And it's going to be devastating and awful for my opponents. I do not envy them their position. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. I'm just going to do auto upgrade because it doesn't really matter. Most of these are not things I use. Right now I'm just sort of in like, hey, I'm going to win, might as well have a little bit of fun mode. Build a ridiculous fleet. I still have 10,000 credits left. Oh man, those Novolith warheads are shooting a lot quicker than I anticipated. Yeah, I need to destroy these media hubs because I do not believe that I can take this planet right now. Hostile culture is just going to be too strong. So we're going to need to destroy some media hubs. So we're just going to completely wreck this planet and then move on because we're not going to be able to colonize it. You know what? Let's make their life even more difficult. I can offer a mission to the pirates now because I upgraded that. Whoa, that was a... By the way, that flash you saw was a Novolith warhead hitting this planet, which you can see how devastating that was. It didn't make them lose control of the planet, but pretty dang close because I don't think I've bombarded it yet, and if I have, not very much. So that was pretty much all the Novolith warhead from 6,500 to 1,500. Pretty devastating. All right, pirates. I'm going to offer you a mission. Attack planet. Which planet do we want them to attack? Probably their capitals, Xenophone. I'm not sure if that's an option. Otherwise maybe Kazuka, Dione. Wait, what planet were they suggesting? Kirtab? Where's Kirtab? Where is planet Kirtab? Something. Kaizuka, Xenophone, Dione, Rodari. I am baffled. Where's planet Kirtab? I don't know what's going on. So we're just going to ignore that they're suggesting that, and we're going to go with one of the planets we actually know. Not Kirtab. Greenhouse planet. Oh, it's the star. It's the star. I feel silly. It's not the planet. There's no planet Kirtab. It's the star Kirtab. Silly me. And I want them to attack not Rodari. Yeah, Xenophone. That's where I want. And I'll just give you, massive. Massive attack. Go ahead. Do your thing. And so a massive, quote unquote, massive pirate fleet is heading to Xenophone right now, while I'm just going to harass the rest of these planets. I feel like this game shouldn't last much longer. I feel like now I'm really pulling out all the stops. Yeah, and they just lost that planet. And they're not sending much to defend here, which makes me think that they might be busy with other stuff. Are you guys traveling to there? Yeah, as soon as these couple of Hoshiko robotics cruisers get here, I'm going to get bombers and plenty of fighters. And upgrades there. You don't have upgrades, aren't upgraded yet. And yeah, that's everybody. That is everybody. And here are the Hoshiko robotics cruisers. And you are now my other fleet. And you're going to head to Dione. And the game might be over before you even get there, but, it's whatever. We've acquired it. We've acquired it. I honestly did not think that would be an option. Broadcast centers. Lots of broadcast centers because we have to defeat enemy culture. That is what we need. So we're just gonna dump a bunch of broadcast centers on here, and since we're doing that, we might as well do social specialization. Hey, we're actually out of credits, but we still have so much metal it doesn't matter. So that's what we're going to do. Social specialization, and this is going to be a cultural powerhouse to start pushing back their culture so we can colonize the rest of their planets as well. I think I'm going to... I guess we'll go to Daedalus first. Just because they have an artifact there. Yeah, we destroyed that, and this Titan Foundry isn't going to last much longer. It's not building anything, so it's no threat. If it was in the middle of constructing a Titan, I would probably let it finish anyway, just because I want to fight their Titan. But, yeah. It would actually be a threat then, but a Titan Foundry that isn't building anything. And you can always see when a Titan Foundry is building something, you'll see the ghostly outline of a ship. So it's not building anything, so I don't need to worry about that. Not my concern. Anything else I want to upgrade? I think at this point I've pretty much upgraded everything. I have all the technology that I want. I could buy a wormhole upgrade, but there's only one wormhole, and I pretty much control both ends of it now. It doesn't really get me anywhere, so that's not even really worth it. Wouldn't use it. I don't have any desert planets, so that's... I have an ice planet, so might as well. I don't think there's a Ferris... I don't think there's a Ferris planet in this... on this map. There is not, so there's no point in upgrading, researching that. It's just a destructor here. I forget that they sometimes use this as a staging point for their raids on my planet, so I could have actually encountered a couple of... I could have encountered a fleet here, but I didn't. You know, Orange is kind of disappointing me here. I was kind of hoping that they'd have, you know, something more going on here. But then again, I have been raining destruction down on them. Oh. Oh, okay. They were busy with pirates. That is kind of a massive fleet. That is kind of a massive fleet. Yeah, go ahead and we'll go ahead and destroy that cap ship. What's this? Oh, that's another cap ship. Skin Rot. That's their carrier, and this is a Marauder. Marauder is sort of a utility ship, I believe. It's pretty strong, but mostly a utility ship. So having lots of utility abilities. There's the sniper shot, which is pretty devastating. There goes most of its shields. Oh man, I really should turn up the volume here, because the Titan for the dialogue volume, we're just going to turn that up just a little bit so you guys can maybe hear. No, not you. You're boring. It's the Titan I care about. There you are.
Ready to pack a punch.
Ready to pack a punch.
Structure complete.
Say other things. The Titan for the TEC Rebels is kind of hilarious. I like it when he just goes, "I put the laughter in slaughter."
Phase jump complete.
It's pretty entertaining. I like his attitude.
Planet development finished.
Whoever is commanding it is just...
I put the laughter in slaughter.
Yep, I put the laughter in slaughter. All right, yeah, that was... I hope you guys heard that. I keep the sound. To be perfectly honest, I don't know what's happening right now. Is that I checked my last video, and so I've done a video where I put the sound all the way down here, and the sound was just kind of loud still. It could be sometimes difficult to hear me. The opposite seems to be happening right now, where you can't hear these effects at all. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I think that's good. I don't know. You can give me some feedback if you'd like to see what was the most effective. That's the Cortool. The entire time I'm trying to figure out what is the corollary, the ship that is like the Cole battleship, and that would be the Cortool Devastator. That is the Visari version. Oh, destroy that. Don't let it get away. Okay, good. And destroy that too. Yeah, I think we've pretty much destroyed all their cap. We've destroyed 3 of their cap ships in this fight. They gave up. They gave up. But it was a good game. Yeah, last time I don't think I went over sort of the end game statistics, so I'll quickly do that here since I don't think this video was too long. So let's look at the end game statistics. Yeah, my credit income. Yeah, it just started skyrocketing here, but I'm the TEC, so that should kind of happen. So yeah, I think that orange and green were fighting each other, which is why this game was so easy. My metal income, yeah, again, kind of going up. The orange was doing not too badly. Crystal income, here green was actually not doing so badly until I started messing with them. Fleet, that's max. I want to look at used ship slots. So yeah, green had quite a fleet. Orange never did really well. Orange was never much of a threat. So even though... Did they have a Titan? No, they didn't. Neither one of them ever built a Titan. They were preparing to, but I just destroyed them too quickly. And yeah, so you notice that I just claimed a bunch of planets really quickly, which is why I ended up winning this game. Like, I ended up with 9 planets rather quickly, and I think these guys were fighting each other. Notice that, yeah, orange gained a planet, lost a planet, gained a planet, lost a planet, gained a planet. So they were probably fighting very fiercely over that ice planet, or maybe the asteroid. So this is why this game was so easy. Galaxy culture percentage, yeah, basically, yeah, it's the orange guy started. I was not wrong. The orange guy started culture, then I started it, and because I was threatening the green with culture, they started doing it too. So to be perfectly honest, I shouldn't have done it as early as I did, because I don't think green would have done it, and orange's culture wasn't a threat to me. So I probably should have left that alone. Starbases destroyed. Oh yeah, I destroyed a starbase or 2. Yeah, I just destroyed 1 starbase. That was fun. Damage done through planetary bombardment. That was me. Damage taken. Oh, these guys took the most damage. Yeah, they had a lot of ships. So damage done to hull. Actually, they did a lot of hull damage, which doesn't surprise me. The Vasari have a technology to bypass shields, or a percentage of shields. So the fact that they did a lot of hull damage doesn't surprise me. Structures. Wow, orange actually had a lot of structures. I'm actually kind of amazed that they had this many structures on so few planets. So that's actually well done on their part. Then they kind of flatlined. I think this is the point where they ran out of logistic slots, and that was just the end. So yeah, they couldn't expand anymore. So yeah. So in summary, to summarize sort of what happened in this game, I think that I got lucky that my opponents fought each other, not me. And the TEC are a good early game race to have, because they are high economic. They can get their economy going really quickly, and they've got a decent number of ships. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I think it's been a little bit helpful. And the TEC Rebels are fun to play. And next time I might play an Advent for you guys, but you know, that's next time. All right, so thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.